bit sickened, but a little bit cured, just a little bit, just a little bit. Induce the magic, reduce the baggage. Induce the magic, reduce the baggage. Induce the magic, reduce the baggage. Induce the magic, reduce the baggage.
So how do you feel being here 3 years later baada ya Sadfa kutoka? Sadfa inakuja ina proceed your debut pamoja Tell Us 2018 September. After that the following year Jan of 2019 Maliza Roho the EP. Then after that 2020 mka-release Sadfa.
First of all, shout out for keeping
EP.
the tab. Wewe mizo de tunasema.
Yeah. 28th. And fun fact, Sadfa ina share anniversary na Sanaa kwa sana.
You see?
28th of August. 28th of August. Mnafilaje? Mnaweza tuambia then Black.
Feel about the whole process.
The moment too, literally.
This specific moment. And like so much has changed. With me, will change, and then also, like for me, music is a whole journey. Even kusikiza just Sadfa right now. I don't think nimekaa chini nikaisikiza in its entirety before, because between last year until like April, I was in performance mode. So it was just even like rehearsing beats, Black sending me performance tracks. So now is when I can look back and say, Mungu semaje Genesis kisha at the end of creation, and it was good. So looking back at what we made, and I'm like, okay, it is okay. We made something, and everywhere I go, man, like there's always someone who hung on something from that Stanford project. Sometimes it's even like the most random stranger will tell me about a song, and they'll have a whole in-depth analysis of what it meant to them. Even before as you were playing the song in the back, and I saw some tweets where guys were discussing induce the magic, reduce the baggage. Like they're even arguing, what did he say? Did he say garbage or baggage? Did he say package? And then kuna msee anamwambia it has to be packaged because everyone packages, and I'm like, guys are there fighting about a line. I'm like,
that's special.
That's beautiful,
that's
man.
Special.
And then Sadfa opened doors for me for like working with Fanisi people. Like they told me that's the first project. I think it's Suki. Shout out to Suki. And they have a podcast called Breaking Hearts.
Breaking Hearts.
And that podcast, the title from that podcast came from Hearts itself. So I like how, for me, I'm gonna be a Black before. I'm in a space of inspiration, and I think I was. Like if my art can make you go and do another artsy thing or make you want to create something, then I don't want to do it. I don't want to, if I'm just like strategizing, and I sat with someone the other day who told me they're in a label, and how all that strategy made them never want to create again. Like overthinking, and I was in that space at some point. I was like, I never want to, let me strategize with other things, but with art it has to be spirit and soul or none. So niko hapo. Right now, if you're asking me in the moment, that's where I am. I'm like, I want to get back to get my soul back. That's what I'm saying. Soul brother. Soul brother number 2.
Uliniambia, inspiring by any means unnecessary.
Any means unnecessary, not even necessary. Even for myself, if something inspires me and decides, Kesho, maybe I want to start picking up painting, I won't fight that feeling. If I want to pick up an instrument after a few years, I won't resist that. So, me go up.
Black. Naweje.
For me, first of all, you guys, shout out to you, manze. Shout out to you. We see you.
Umekiza calls to me a number of times. Ukiendanga into the rabbit hole.
Yeah. As in, I hardly spend time online that much, but when nikiingia hapo itabaki hii weekend yote ni sana kwa sana wamefanya nini since the last time I checked out. So unasema kina El Samaoyo.
Yeah,
I'm
healthy.
okay. You know, I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, shout out to the work you're doing, and also just really digging into the projects we do. You guys make it worth it. Hizo tunasema tuna trap, as in you meet random strangers and try break down a project that you've done. That's what it was for. As in somebody took something out of it, because you also know other projects we listen to take something out of it and it kind of directs your life for a certain amount of time. Unapata hii kitu hang on for, it's taking you through something, it's taking you into something. So when you find people react like that to a piece of art we made, hey manze, that's it. And we also know what kind of inspiration we were digging into when we were creating, what circumstances, what situations tulikuwa ndani when we were creating that art. So seeing somebody pick it up na ajue and understand and even try, like that thing you're saying about package, garbage, that's myself as in mixing and mastering the project. It's something that was, whatever goes. Nikisema ni garbage in my head, ndio hiyo. So unajua, try the way he puts together his words. It actually opens up for that kind of thing. As in, okay, mimi nilisikiaga package na nikakwama hapo. Wajua nilisikia garbage nikakwama hapo, and it still made perfect sense for whatever was making you interpret it evil. So yeah, manze, for me, Sadfa was a special project in so many ways. Mio tumeenda lockdown, and like I was telling you earlier, what's this?
I've just remembered, we shot, before we started recording, we used to record conversations by the stairs.
Yeah, which I still have.
I also have them in my phone. Before we started even making the project, we used to record podcasts and drink mamnazi bwana. A couple stairs, you're just like, okay, now what's going on? And then sometimes the camera would fail.
The vocal did not record.
Audio, I think some of them are still in my phone.
Yeah.
So nimekumbuka like, it was such a, before even we started making the project, there was just a long period of, I used to come sometimes, Vangoza keyboard, you take pictures, what you're doing your own like work.
Yeah.
Then you trying to start a business.
Yeah.
It was such an interesting time.
Yeah,
and then
super interesting.
I was working with Goofy, shooting videos with so many artists.
To me, it was an amazing. Actually, up to today, it kind of looks dreamy. Your time ukifikiria kwa kichwa, you're like, mimi nilikulwa na inaitwaje?
Nairobi fly.
Nairobi fly.
Yeah.
Also mechubuko. I'm like, so many, I'm wondering now, what disease is this? So nimejifungia caretaker ndio anakam, nikamuita nikamwambia cheki sura yangu jo, nini hicho? Ambia ulishika na ile Nairobi fly. What is that? Ambia no, there's something. Google. I'm like, shit, so this is what it does. So it was a crazy time. We were trying so many things, and then COVID ikatupata while just starting. So even we were not really trying to start to create. Like what we do normally, hey, what's popping? If I don't see Tra for a month or two or whatever, a week, it's always about catching up on what maybe you've picked along the way, things maybe what you're reading, what you're watching, and we have convos around that. Now you can imagine the conversation we were having around COVID. Hiyo tu, ati tumefungiwa kwa nyumba na serikali. Tumefungiwa. And out of that, it's these things, to me, I always say they make themselves. It's never, as it's able to andike about and the situation.
Kitu specific.
I always stayed with nasemanga, kwa hii project Tra.
Quote me Tra.
When you're talking about me, so even if quote. Like it's not. I think there's a way you put it. I was like, yeah. There was no hurry for things. Like I remember when we met the other side. We stayed with that song for like weeks, just listening to it, like just driving, just listening to that one jam, like again, being surprised like that thing came out.
Yeah.
And then so it was such a seamless project. Mina semanga, people still. I think right now people are faking the funk. Yes. And Malema said something about capitalism. He said every time capitalism fails, it borrows from socialism, communism. But when it thinks it's working, it says all these other methods are like nonsense, they don't work. But that time, the world can move or helping each other. Because people are doing crazy things just together to get back on their feet. The George Floyd thing, whatever that was, even if years we've processed it in a different way, but we saw like the world can move in a different way. And the guy once told me like, when all that was happening, this is what you chose to say. And that's why for me Sadfa is a special project, because it just marks a time. It marks a time, like
anytime you hear it, you can actually see that time. You can see anything happening on TV, anything happening in this. You can see the empty streets. So I know the coolest thing about listening to this project. Some of us we had to do this work for doing cross county. Tulikuwa na ile license, that license here. Half kuna run kahawa. So I could find myself from here to Meru. Una drive kwa yellow line, bump into this shit, as in the road is yours. Hakuna watu, and it's usiku, you're like acha. As in you're listening to it was an amazing situation. I just pictured that doing the whip test. You're driving, you have 3 tracks done, tunakamkumaliza hizo zingine labda kesho, so unasikiza and you're like wow. You just surprised too, and at the same time you're being surprised by what the world is ushering to you.
Hello. Can you hear me from the other side? Can you hear me from the other side?